Namaste, friends, and I hope you're doing well. So now I'm starting a new series. It's called the Yoga series. This one has tutorials on what are the different combinations of planets and the effects it yields. So it is a very important series for any enthusiast in Vedic astrology, because without knowing these yogas, one may making a very shallow level of interpretations. Okay, so it is essential, if you are truly serious about learning Vedic astrology, you must know at least by heart 20 to 25 different types of yogas. Only then you create confidence within yourself to give a very good prediction. Now these yogas, click on this link here if you want to know more about it. Now these yogas are highly essential because it gives you precise indications on the series of events which will lead you into having problems, or having a good life, having a good marriage, having issues with money, health, whatever it is. Okay, it gives you the events. Not only Vedic astrology tells you the luck, quote unquote luck factors. It also gives you precise events on what things will occur when. Okay, so the yogas are the key understanding or knowledge that a student must learn. So there are roughly about 450 to 500 different types of yogas based on the permutations it has. So just to put it simply, a yoga is when you have more than two grahas coming together into one sign, into one rasi, and when it comes together, it creates a combination which is then called the yoga. Okay, so different combination yields different results in life. So to put that aside, I want to start by giving a few yogas which are commonly used, after which I'll try to cover as many as possible. And it is also important that you must understand these yogas are used very most importantly in the dasas. It creates, or rather it blooms, the effect gets amplified in the dasas that one is going through. Okay, so let's talk about the first out of many episodes of yogas. The first is the Adi Yoga. I'm not going by sequence. I'm not sure if there's a sequence in the yogas, but I'm simply choosing this randomly because Adi means beginning, literally means beginning, which is why I'm taking this. So you have the Adi Yoga. Now Adi Yoga is divided into two different sections. Okay, you have the Adi Yoga as the parent, Rasi, or they call it Rasi Adi Yoga. And then you have the Chandra Adi Yoga, which is based on the moon, the positions of the moon. Okay, so out of these two, you have Rasi Adi Yoga and the Lagnadi Adi Yoga, and also the Chandra Adi Yoga. It is then divided further into three different sections. You have the Subha Adi Yoga. Subha means auspiciousness. You have the Papa Adi. Papa means like a sin or malefic Adi Yoga. And you have the Misra Adi Yoga. Misra is a mix of both Subham and Papam. It's a good and bad mix. Okay, so you have these three different subcategories out of the two main ones, which are again the Rasi Adi Yoga and the Chandra Adi Yoga. Okay, so what are the reasons, or why this Adi Yoga is important? Because this Adi Yoga is as close or as powerful as Raja Yoga. For those who don't know, Raja Yoga is a most preferred yoga or combination that one would like to have in the chart, because it's the best of the best. It yields a person with huge success in that particular dasa. When I say huge, it's really huge. It's like the obvious. See, when a person gets Raja Yoga, even from, they say a beggar can turn into a king. Okay, huge differences will be seen. A person will be more positive. A person would be strong in conviction. A person will be more braver. All these things will start to change. Even whether they are practicing spirituality or not, immediately this person who has Raja Yoga, and when the time comes, what I mean when the time comes is when that particular graha goes into its own dasa, a time period, then everything will start to just magically change. So that's why Raja Yoga is very important. Now Adi Yoga is as powerful as Raja Yoga. This is something also that I'll normally see in my clients' charts. So now let's look at how one can get, or how you would identify if you have Adi Yoga in your charts. You see, the first one here is the as you can see, this line denotes Lagna, or the first house. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. The 6th, 7th and 8th from the Lagna, if you have good or auspicious or benefic grahas here. So what are benefic and malefic grahas, right? So by default, or the natural benefic grahas will be the Venus, or Shukra. You have the Mercury. See, Mercury is it doesn't have an impression by itself. Whichever graha it is together with, or it's closer with, it picks up that graha's attitude. Say if Mercury is with Rahu, then Mercury turns malefic, turns bad. If Mercury is with in this case Jupiter, then Mercury will become good. Okay, so again, so in any of these 6, 7, 8 houses, you have good grahas coming together. Say in this 6th house, you have Mercury and Jupiter, Buddha and Guru, and also the moon. So all these three creates, when you have all three good grahas in the 6th, or in the 7th, or in the 8th, or you have mix and match 6, 7 and 8 good grahas here, then it creates that Adi Yoga. Now Adi Yoga, before telling you what the results that Adi Yoga gives, I just want you to understand that from the Lagna, if you have the good benefic grahas in either 6, 7 or 8, or in 6, 7 and 8, and that creates the goodness. As I was saying just now, you have the natural benefics and the natural malefics. The natural benefic grahas would be the you have the moon. You see, moon can sometimes be bad, can sometimes be good. When it becomes good in the day, 2 weeks of day time, or the 4th night towards the brighter side of the moon, which is called the Shukla. And then you have the balance 2 weeks, which is going towards the darker side of the moon, the new moon, which is called the Krishna. So when moon is in the Shukla, it is auspicious. When moon is in the Krishna, then it is inauspicious. So that is why it is important to look at where the moon is, or in what time, at the time of your birth, what is the state of moon? Is it going towards the 4th night, or the 2 weeks of Shukla, or the bright, or is it going to 2 weeks of the Krishna? or the darker side. So with that seen, then we can come to a conclusion whether moon is good for you or moon is bad for you. Okay, so, and the other thing, there's functional malefics, functional benefic. A good graha may turn bad, a bad graha may turn good, based on a table called the functional malefic and benefics. This is another thing that all of us, or rather the newcomers who are starting Vedic astrology, these are the certain things that you must know by heart. Okay, so but anyway, I'll come up with a video to show you the chart that gives you the difference between the benefic and the malefic. Yes, so if you have benefics in 6, 7, 8, or 6, or in all 6, 7 and 8 you have the benefic grahas or the good grahas, then you call the Subha Adi Yoga, which is good. Likewise, if from the moon, as you can see, this moon is the Shukla moon, okay, or doesn't matter whichever, it can be Krishna, it can be Shukla, it doesn't matter. Let me put a case there. So even if it's on the darker side, still it is followed by the moon. So if you have moon 6, 7 and 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, from the moon, if you have a good a benefic grahas here, then you will have the Chandra Adi Yoga. Chandra means moon, and you have the Chandra Adi Yoga. If you have malefic grahas on the 6, on the 7 and on the 8, or you have in all 6, 7 and 8, then you have the bad side or the papa of Chandra Adi Yoga. Okay, so now that you know that, let me go back. So now that you know, this Adi Yoga is formed by having, if you have 6, 7, 8 good grahas, then you have the good results, and if you have 6, 7, 8 bad malefic grahas, then you have the bad results. Or you have mixed good and bad, then you have both mixed and good and bad results. Same thing for the Chandra Adi Yoga. If you have good grahas on the 6, 7, 8, then it yields good results. Likewise for the bad, and likewise for the good and bad, which is called the Misra Adi Yoga. Okay, so now what are the results that it produces? Okay, there are 3 distinctive features if you have the Adi Yoga. The first one is truthfulness. Okay, one is graced to be very truthful. Second is polite or very mild-mannered person. And third, and most importantly, this person will win over any adversities and adversaries in life. Any problems in life will be effortlessly win or ruled over. Okay, say I have benefics in Shukra. The moon is in my 7th house, together with Mercury and also Jupiter. Then when I'm going to the Antardasa or in the Mahadasa of say Jupiter, I would be given the graces of the Adi Yoga, and thus in that particular dasa system, or in the Sapdasa or the Dasa Bhukti, my efforts will be always beneficial for me. Everything will just come true. I don't have to work too hard to get my problem solved. My problems will be solved sort of automatically, okay, without anything. Everything will start to just fall into places beautifully. So these are the 3 different distinctive results that this Adi Yoga yields. And of course, if you have Adi Yoga on the Papa side, or you have bad or malefic grahas on the 6, 7 and 8 from moon or in Lagna, then whatever I said just now will be in reverse. And of course the mixed one will give you mixed results. Okay friends, so that's a little bit about or rather the basics about our Adi Yoga. Yes, it may sound a little bit confusing, but you can always ask me in Facebook if you couldn't grasp what I've told you right now. And these things takes a lot of time, a lot of patience, most of all a lot of research. the more charts you look into, and to see what happens when, and then you can get a clearer understanding. And once you do that, then you'll never forget what are these yogas all about. Okay, so once again, thank you friends, and please stay tuned for more videos from Prakash Jyotisha. Namaste.